Hi, it's April. So I'm watching this TV show called Nobody Wants This. And in this show, this woman meets this man, typical we met somebody and we like them, right? But she finds out after, their first successful, I don't want to call it a date because they're not dating yet, but they meet each other and they talk and stuff and they really like each other. And after that, she finds out that he is a rabbi in a Jewish synagogue and she freaks out and she wants to run away. And then a lot of stuff happens, but the main point is that she has to get used to the fact that a a clergyman, is a person and deal with him as such and navigate her way through her own religious beliefs as she tries to become one with this man. They're a couple after a little bit, and she realizes he really is just a man. He is a man with a particular calling and lifestyle that she doesn't know a lot about. And she had to challenge all her assumptions about what she thinks about their religion, what she thinks about clergy people in general, what she thinks about her own beliefs and how that will mesh with his. And it's real important to him, obviously, because of what he does and who he is, right? So, as I watch them navigate through this, and her friends have to get used to him, and they are going through many processes like she went through. Like, oh my God, can I really be myself around him? Oh my God, is he really a human, or is he like a robot for God? And it's just like them just allowing him to be himself and accepting that he is a human being is like huge theme in this storyline, and I'm just cracking up laughing at this whole thing because it's so familiar to watch people's face and demeanor shift and change on you as you just are being yourself around them. And it's like people have a hard time rectifying their preconceived notions with who you really are as a person if you're a clergy person. And it's like in their mind, this is why a lot of people give up trying to have a clean heart and a right spirit and do right, because in their heart, the only ones who are clean in their heart are clergy people, and that other people don't have to. And I'm just like, where did that come from? There's no tenet in any religion, in their religious writings or anything, that says any crazy stuff like that. And no matter what religion you pick, it doesn't even matter. It always is addressed to everybody, not just the person overseeing, the other people. Like, this crazy. Feel like there's different sets of rules for each person depending on their position in society or inside of the religious circle. That if that were the case, it wouldn't work, right? I think the main difference is you're responsible for what you teach people. If you are a clergy person, seriously, you're responsible for what you teach people, and you're responsible for how you conduct yourself in general. But a lot of that is inner work, like what you're saying to yourself in your mind, like what is happening in your heart toward yourself and other people. The work that's being done can't be seen on the outside for a long time. Like eventually you'll see, oh my God, this person would give me the shirt off their back. Like you start seeing their heart come out in those ways or what have you. But you can't see all the work being done. You like even to try and judge. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why we should just leave that to people to do their work in their own heart. And I know it's harder when somebody's really close to you. When somebody's really close to you and everything they do affects you directly, including if you're empathetic, you could feel their feelings. But I digress. Like, there's not a whole lot to be done about that since we only can control ourselves. And as you can see, especially if you're over 25 years old, it's a whole task just to control your own self. You have no chance controlling somebody else, and that's the absolute truth. So, but my point is, clergy people are people. They have their own unique personalities, habits, and things like that. And they're not going to fit whatever preconceived notion of what a clergy person is supposed to be like. Like it's ridiculous the thought of that. I remember one time I was listening to a famous pastor, and he was talking about his daily habit at home that he had, and it was something benign, like he does the same routine for his self-care every day, and it wasn't something like harmful, but it was something that not everybody would agree with. And he got on the microphone and was like, "Don't be praying to deliver me from my own skincare habit." Like that's ridiculous. Like people get like that and try to like dictate and legislate, what kind of a person you are. And it's just wrong. Just basically it's wrong. But anyway, hopefully if enough real people who are not playing a fictional character remain clergy people, then eventually it will be normalized for clergy people to be normal people. Like, it's absolutely insane. The example that they're setting is in what's going on in their heart and how it overflows into their life, not playing a fictional character that is perfect and you just with no personality, basically. It is what it is. And to be honest, like a lot of people's ministry is an overflow from and framed within that person's unique personality. So it's not only possible but necessary to work through their specific personality. Dang, you see that? The whole thing shifted. The whole phone shifted when I said that. Anyway, have a beautiful day. And talk to you guys later. Bye.